Hello. In this video, I wanted to give some strategies to deal with Timberwolves. I know there's a lot more of them in the world now due to the wildlife refresh, and sometimes people can find them a little challenging to deal with. So I thought this would be a good video to do. Anyways, whenever I'm gonna go somewhere where I know there are Timberwolves, I do a little bit of planning. I always take at least 15 sticks with me, tinder if I'm not fire starting 3. Also, take whatever flares that I possibly can. Blue are preferred because they tend to work better against the Timberwolves. I take some lamp fuel or accelerant, and then a weapon. So, if you're on end deliver, obviously it'd be the bow, but I normally play in stalker, so I use the revolver. Also stones. Whenever we engage a Timberwolf pack, we pretty much have 3 options, which is to break their morale, leave their territory, or kill them. Leaving their territory can be a little bit hard because they have such big territories. So honestly, it's easier to break their morale or to kill them. Alright, so if you're wondering why we're somewhere completely different than we were over by the cannery, it's because, well, watch to the end of the video for bloopers. And no, I did not die. I actually encountered quite a funny bug. So, I have found a new pack, so now we can finally go over the first strategy, which is the marine flare. Can I get down from here? I got up here, and now I can't get down. Tragedy. Alright, so we have a pack right over here, and I was just trying to get us somewhere safe. So sorry for the little bit of walking. I wanted to talk before they noticed us. So we're just going to go ahead and light this because we see them. They're going to see us here in a moment. There we go. So the marine flare essentially acts like a torch does to normal wolves. It's almost like a protective barrier around us, so they won't come near us while we have this. Now, if we get too close to them, it's like a normal wolf. It'll, like that was almost an accident. But it will initiate a struggle, or they'll do one of those little running bites at us. But other than that, yeah, it's the marine flare, and we can just casually walk wherever the heck we want to. Also, in addition to this, normally if you throw the marine flare at them, it'll break their morale a little bit, or lower their morale. But that hasn't been working so well for me since the update, so alternate strategy is to drop the flare, stand on it, and then you can pull out your weapon and deal with business. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the red flare. Yep, wasn't quick enough lighting that, but it's alright. So, the red flare works like a torch. They both do operate the same way with Timberwolves. So, in this case, we want to be looking at the Timberwolves and walking backwards. If we look at them, we're just fine. If we turn our back to them, they can still come up behind you and do those little glancing bites that they do. We can also throw the red flare down, stand on it, and pull out a weapon and deal with business. So the red flare is nice because you can move a little bit further with it. It lasts a little bit longer. So if we did want to get out of this pack's range, we could do the backwards walk all the way. So next, I want to talk to you about the fire. The fire can be used against Timberwolves quite effectively, and that's why I always keep some accelerant or lantern fuel on me. That way I can quickly start a fire if I need it. And one more note about the red flare. Sometimes it'll drop their morale, but not all the time. It seems less likely that that happens. So now that we have our fire, it's the same as normal wolves. They won't cross this line. If we go outside of it, then they can charge us and attack us. But as long as we stay close to it, it's fairly fine. You can use rocks against Timberwolves. you can't really aim, else they just run away. So you wanted to re-engage them there. So that's a good way if they start wandering away from you. Just step out for a minute and then back in. Let me try and hit one of these guys. Shh. Ran away. So yeah, they left. We're going to step out of the safety. Just sidestep right back in to bring them back. And smack you with a rock. See, that brought its morale down just a little bit. And you can just stand here by this fire and pretty much just pull out your weapon and deal with them. So next, let's get out some torches and play with those. So I've showed you the marine flare, the regular flare, and then we have torches. So again, torches work the same way as regular flare. Just look at them. As long as you're facing them, you'll be you'll be fine. You can also throw torches, and if you get it close enough to them, it will drop the morale. So you can actually break the morale this way. See how that one hit it? Yep, hello. So I don't know what you would ever use this for, but you can also stand on torches the same way that you can either for flares. So, and you can also make a torch path, which is, again, I have no idea what you would ever use this for. But you seem to be able to safely jump from torch to torch for whatever reason. Fire's going out. So that's all the way to deal with Timberwolves. So you have the marine flare, which you can use just to walk through them, but it doesn't last very long. If you throw it at least close enough to them, it'll drop their morale a little bit, hence breaking the morale and sending them running off. You can use the red flare, but it acts a bit like a torch and you have to face them. Throwing it seems to work sometimes, and then other times it doesn't to break the morale. And you can also use this fire trick right here, which is keeping them away pretty effectively. I prefer the fire because it just gives me more area to work with rather than standing on a torch or a flare. And those are all the ways to deal with Timberwolves. If you know of a strategy that I didn't mention, feel free to leave it in the comments because it might help someone else and it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. Until next time, and no, I didn't forget. As promised, here's the bloopers. So, let's go down this hill here. And go say hi. Sure, it'll be a great time. Hello? Oh. That's not how this is supposed to work. Hello? What? Or you can just be awesome like I am and they run off for no apparent reason. Alright, Wait. Trying to do a video. Will you come back? Can we be friends? What is this nonsense? Hello? Did I do something wrong? It's not lit. Hello? Right. This is the Jitwire effect. The most powerful defense against Timberwolves there is. Yep. I'm gonna find us another pack to do this with. Right, so I found these ones out here on the ice, and hopefully they don't run away. I want to show people how to deal with you. What is going on? Are you afraid of the flare? What is going on? Alright. Well. Sure. I guess. I'm coming for you! I'm coming for you! Run! What is going on? Come back! I'm trying to make a video! Come back! I want to be friends! I want to be friends! Come back! No! Ah. Okay. Well... Am I carrying something that's absolutely terrifying? Like... It's the cotton scarf. It has to be the cotton scarf. I don't know what else it could possibly be. What is going on? Hello? No, come back. I want to be friends. No, come back. I'm not scary, I promise. What is going on? Right. I have clearly encountered a bug.